How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? November 14th, took a couple days off, but welcome back. I'm going to do my best to at least cover all the important things that I've seen over the last few days. By no means everything, since I've been gone, but these are the most important ones that I want to share with you guys. And first, we're going to discuss the supposed NSA security breach. So I saw this one in the New York Times and circulated around the mainstream media, of course, yesterday. And it was basically looking like not necessarily a hit piece, but almost like an outing of the NSA. And I'll link this article down below of the New York Times piece on it, but they're discussing how the National Security Agency has always been at risk for breaches, yada yada, talking about the shadow brokers, that so-called hacker collective. But what was really interesting in this article, and I'm going to read a excerpt of it, I'm just going to read a sentence here. It says, 15 months into the wide-ranging investigation by the agency's counterintelligence arm known as Q Group. So in this article, they're outing the Q Group. Now, why would they specify that group of the NSA, and why would these articles be released at that specific point? November 13th. Couple weeks after, of course, Q, our 4chan friend, our beloved whistleblower insider there. So is this a mainstream media response to these Q disclosures? That's what it's very well looking like. It looks like they're trying to paint the NSA as being, another CIA, you could say, but this makes me think of one of the questions that Q was posing in those posts was that why is no such agency, he said, so important? And I've heard this elsewhere. I can't remember exactly where I've heard it, but was the NSA created as a combative measure against the CIA? Right? I've heard that before, and it seems to very well be the case in these Q disclosures that, hey, what if the NSA was made by some white hats or something to that effect and was utilized to be able to gather data on the deep state? Of course, there's always infiltration, counter-infiltration, yada yada. Not everything that goes on at the NSA, I'm sure, is good stuff. But what if? What if? Scratch your head, folks. So that was a funny article I saw posted, and I don't think the time of it was any coincidence. And next we're going to move on to what was called the secret correspondence between Donald Trump Jr. and WikiLeaks. What's so secret about some private messages? It's kind of supposed to be, I guess they're secret, but of course the mainstream media is going to attack WikiLeaks, being that they're publishing now their Vault 8. They're going to attack, of course, Donald Trump Jr., but crucial. So Donald Trump Jr. goes and just posts all of his messages with WikiLeaks. There was just, 4 screenshots that he posted on his Twitter. And the important piece out of this is that in these messages, what WikiLeaks had said to Donald Trump Jr., it said, "Hey Donald, great to see you and your dad talking about our publications. Strongly suggest your dad tweets this link if he mentions us." And that link is WLSearch.tk. And I'm going to post this link down below because when you click this link, it takes you to a website. So the website that is WLSearch.tk is a website about Seth Rich. And the background of this website, I'm looking at it just now, is a watch. TikTok. Why would this website be devoted to Seth Rich and the background be a clock? TikTok. There's no coincidences, you guys. Why? And Donald Trump Jr. putting all of his messages out there with this link in it, with this link taking us directly to a website that's literally saying, "I'm the source of John Podesta and DNC email hacks. Thanks to WikiLeaks and Trump Jr., you'll all soon know why Hillary Clinton and John Podesta had me killed." Again, not only are Trump and Putin trolling the world, it seems like Trump Jr. and WikiLeaks are trolling the world too. Bam! The answers are there for those who want to search. So, For that link to be in those screenshots that Trump Jr. posted on Twitter, taking you to a website, outing, putting the truth out there about Seth Rich, I have to laugh. You can't not laugh at it. It's amazing. So that's funny. And that's, the alliance literally telling us that the truth is going to be made known very, very soon. So again, go check out that website and tell people about that, right? It's very official. It's coming from an official source, Trump Jr. WikiLeaks. And wow, you can actually connect that and just send people the link, hey, and they'll get to read all about Seth Rich. So funny stuff right there. Truth being seeped out before the storm really hits us. And next I want to talk about a Q post that was actually made yesterday. So this Q post was on the 13th, which was yesterday, and it said, "Distress call to others will do your family no good at this stage. We know where your family is at all times and can hear you breathing. Q." Now, with this post, basically saying your family is no good at this stage, we know where you're at, where your family's at. In this post, the letters LDR were bracketed, capital L, lowercase d, uppercase R. And this was a sly reference to none other than Linda Rothschild. So Linda Rothschild is a CEO of a Rothschild investment company. She was actually on James Alefantis' Instagram when that was, the Pizzagate emails all surfaced. Linda Rothschild was in those pictures, and she was seen, I believe, with Hillary. She's very close to Hillary Clinton, very close with John McCain. And this was basically Q saying that the Rothschild family, distress call to others, your family will do no good at this stage. We know where your family is at all times, can hear you breathing. So what's going to happen, folks? Saudis were first, Rothschilds are very soon. And this was a complete outing against Linda Rothschild, who's been super anti-Trump lately. If you go to her Twitter, you can see she's been extremely scared. She looks scared. I think all these people are scared. You saw John Podesta's face when he was on stage at the fundraiser like earlier this week or last week or something like that. These people are shaking in their boots, right? Hillary Clinton and John McCain are shaking in their boots. Ha! So, wanted to throw that your guys' way. Next, just quickly wrap these up here. Jeff Sessions says he will not rule out a second special counsel to investigate Clinton crimes. Very good news on that part. He was also on Capitol Hill today testifying to the House Oversight Committee. I'm not exactly sure how that went, but just putting that out there. Next, a sixth woman has accused George H.W. Bush of groping her when she was just 16. So the victims are getting younger and younger. And not only that, but these, at least these outings against George Bush in particular, are getting younger and from his younger and younger days. So what's going on is that more of this information is seeping out to prep people's awareness, the mass public's awareness. So with George Bush, groping somebody when she was 16, again, bit by bit, these things are coming out to prep everybody's consciousness for when that storm hits that we're going to talk about next here. So again, victims are getting younger. Deeper outings are commencing is what I wrote down here. So it's just preparing everybody. And then lastly, I just want to make a note of Donald Trump's Twitter. He said that when he returns to the White House, let me bring it up here, he will be making a major statement upon his return to D.C. from the White House, time and date to be set. Now remember, from Q's posts, he said that America was going to be a completely different place upon Trump's return. And originally he said on 11/3 Podesta was going to be indicted and 11/6 Huma, right? Well, of course, there's so much that goes on behind the scenes and it's such a deep, complicated war that's going on that it's very tough to stick to dates. We all know that. We were expecting these mass arrests back in 2012 and all these dates came and went. So you can't focus on a date, but it looks very well to be that the plans are still in place to make some kind of announcement Is Trump going to, instead of tweeting the storm is upon us, just straight make that announcement from the White House? You know, it says date and time to be set. And I thought he was supposed to return to the White House yesterday, right? So, you know, is he, for security reasons, is it necessary for him to maybe travel around a little bit longer to wait to get to DC? Or is there a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that are preparing these announcements of the arrest to occur? I saw a list of all the sealed indictments from across the country, and to the best of my knowledge, you know, I'm not exactly sure if this is true, but a lot of people have been talking about these indictments. I've seen a list of 30 or 40 of them, but this one I saw showed over 800 from around the country, from all different municipalities. A lot of them were from around Arkansas, California, DC, Kentucky, Florida, Tennessee, Texas, you know, Virginia, all around the country. So is this storm going to be to the effect of the Saudi Arabian house cleansing that we saw? Hundreds of people getting rounded up around the country, and that's the storm that's upon us. Remember, as Q said, Saudi Arabia's first, America is next. Then from there, we're most likely going to see Europe. So the Rothschilds, scared because they know their time is coming, and that storm could very well be upon us within days. So again, it's best to be prepared, food and water on hand, preparedness plans in place if necessary. And again, folks, it's about to get fun. I think that storm is getting very close. So I'm going to sign off for this one, and I'll be back very soon, maybe tomorrow. It's my birthday tomorrow though, don't know. Probably later on this week. So again, thank you guys for watching, supporting, sharing, doing everything that you're doing to help me continue doing these. And have a beautiful night. Let's hope that we hear an announcement from the White House before I have to do another video, because then I'll have some great things to share with you guys. Peace.